This is a Podfire production.
It's the highest of standards, on the peak we have landed. It's not silver, it's not gold, you want the best, take advantage. Go platinum. You know you wanna do it. Go platinum, you know you wanna do it. Go platinum.
Anyway, g'day guys. Welcome to the Platinum Standard Grading PSG podcast. Brett McCallum, CEO of PSG. We are live.
And we have hit record this time.
Cool.
Got our GM sitting next to me, Rob Verhoeve. And just running very late he was Christopher Bilston on that side. And then we've got our chief cardiologist, Pugs, on my left.
How did the Dutch say your surname? You were telling us yesterday.
Verhoeve.
I'm close. The Verhoeve.
Yeah,
It's very, very close. I must be Dutch.
Yep.
And we got the Butters collection just joined. G'day, champion. 2% Poddy just joined. Ding dong.
Brett's one and only fan, Butters.
J Smith 60. Butters is a legend.
Right, he is.
He's a great man.
Had the photo
Great
taken
man.
with you. Hey, can we before we
And
go
Mullet
to
41.
Mullet 41? I wonder if he's related to Mullet,
42.
just Mullet,
Mullet.
which is Pete.
Oh, yeah.
You say Mullet or
And
Mullet?
Mullet 41 is Pete Cameron.
Is it?
It's
Oh, Mullet.
I wonder if he's got a
Way to ruin
few.
the
Yeah, I think he's got a couple of secret stash. Bloody.
I want
He's
him
got a couple of
I just
Instagram
forgot his
accounts.
Password.
So
And then he couldn't get his password back.
So he just went for
now he's
Mullet
actually at
41.
41, which is the year he was born, wasn't it?
no,
Sorry about
neither
that.
you or I can actually
What's
check
that,
that. out.
Corsic cardboard.
That's him too.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's
that's
one of these
That's
72.
How many monitors has Pete got? How many phones has he got going?
Yeah, he's on them all. But that's
he's-
all right. The more
can do
fans
that.
he gets, the more fans we get.
So look, to start this week though, because we have had a bit of technical difficulty, so we're a little bit behind, and I have teed up something this week.
Teed up.
And that's-
Surprise.
Well, surprise.
Well, you announced it last week, so it's probably
Yeah.
not that big a surprise.
That's right. But we are going to, I'm just going to make a quick call now because we're going to cross to
Oh, is this
one of our
to-
submission partners.
Is this your missus or something? Or?
No, remember I don't
Oh.
answer her calls.
That's right.
And that gets me into trouble again. But we're going to give a quick call now. This is the technical, we've come up with a fantastic
I
solution.
didn't bring the trophy.
Oh, that's okay. We'll just,
This is destined for
We'll
failure.
insert it later.
Just pretend.
this is destined for failure. Let's make
Destined
the call.
for failure.
Let's make the call. And then I've got to make sure the volume.
Yeah, thanks for being my number one ticket holder, mate, but it's Brett with 2 T's, not Brent. Gotta love that too.
Hello, John. How are you?
Good.
Hey, mate, we're live on the podcast now, so this is everyone who's...
Hi, Chris. Hi, Pugs.
How are you,
how are
champion?
I was just watching.
Oh, there you go.
To join.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. We don't know what's going on, so we're going to do it this way for this time.
Yeah.
But, John, we want to introduce you to our podcast viewers and listeners as one of our great submission partners at JCS Toys at Carrara. So, firstly, a huge thanks from all of us here for supporting us during the past 12 months.
Thanks, champion.
You.
Oh, thanks for being such an awesome grading company.
Excellent. Mate, tell us a bit about JCS Toys, because here's your chance.
Oh, JCS Toys. Well, we opened in January of 2017 at Carrara Markets. We're opposite the picture framers, just up from the Plants Nursery Place. We originally started doing some Pokemon games and events, and then picked up our Pokemon license. So I'm actually a Pokemon professor now. I've held that license for 5.5 years, so we hold official tournaments.
We should get a special card of you made up,
That's
John.
awesome.
We should.
Do you ever wear the professor's coat?
Yep. So first year we sort of invested quite a bit of money into Pokemon. I got into trouble from Connie because I think I spent close to 60 grand.
Wow.
You always get in trouble from Connie from what I heard.
Nothing's changed 5 years later.
That's it.
Shout out to
But
Connie.
that was pretty much our starting stock. So we started doing events and bits and pieces. And then since then we've just been buying, swapping, trading, selling. And now we have probably close to just over 300,000 single Pokemon cards in the store.
Wow.
Wow.
So if somebody asked me where is JCS Toys, I would tell them to go to Carrara Markets and follow the crowd, because they are always the
Very
busiest,
true.
They are always the busiest place there, without a doubt. And sometimes trying to catch Connie or John there is a little bit more difficult than most places.
You can recognise
Yes.
John, though, every time because he wears an amazing array of T-shirts.
The Pokemon
And
t-shirts.
I wear a great PSG hat.
Oh, there we
Oh.
go. The PSG hat. You get me in trouble now, John, because you're the only submission partner at the moment with a PSG hat.
Yes.
Oh,
So thanks for that, champ.
No, that's good. That's good.
I need another one. it's filthy at the moment. I've been wearing it since I've got it.
Why does Connie not do the washing?
I don't even have one, John.
Yeah, but you had one and you lost it in
In the
US,
UK.
Yeah, that's
in the
right.
US.
That's right.
I love how they're giving you abuse as well. That's great.
John gets
Standard.
extra points for listening to the podcast last couple of weeks.
That's
Brett, now I know you want to.
Oh, Mint's come out going, where do we get the hats? Thanks, John. Actually, just on that, we are in the process. They're being printed at the moment, and we will have an opportunity for people to purchase hats, and obviously we'll supply all of our amazing people.
All of our.
Are we going to tell him
listeners.
today?
We're going to tell him today live because he doesn't know about this.
This is awesome. So I stuffed up just a little bit and didn't bring the thing with me. But, John, we want to proudly announce that JCS Toys is our number one submission partner and the submission partner of the month for the month of August.
Ooh.
Woohoo! Thanks, guys.
So we have a special little trophy that we've got for you. It's preciously made by me, handmade. But yeah, we want to say thanks very much for everything you guys do. All our other submission partners are amazing as well. And this month you've took the chocolates.
Excellent. Glad that, look, as I said, you're such a great company to deal with, and I'm glad that we've got you guys with us on board, and we're glad that you came and saw us and asked us to join you guys. So it's been a great trip and a great journey so far, and we look forward to bigger and better things once you guys start moving into the States as well.
Yeah, definitely, mate, and we really appreciate you guys, and a massive shout out to Connie. If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't get out of bed in the morning, and she actually does all the work. That's what she told me.
Oh, she does, yeah. They say my husband is a great woman.
Hey,
She's listening or she's right behind you.
I
isn't she,
know,
John?
I'm scared.
Reminds me of those yes dear
She's in
moments.
her office watching, so I've got to say these things.
Yeah, you do. No, mate, seriously, though, we really appreciate you guys. We appreciate everything you do. And as far as Pokemon and stuff go, you guys are the best at it. There's no one else that comes near that on the Gold Coast here and probably around Australia from a Pokemon point of view. So we really appreciate you guys. And congratulations on being our first ever submission partner winner.
Thank you very much, guys. We feel honoured to be a partner with you guys.
Thanks, John. Mate, we will catch up with you very soon because I know we've got another submission coming out back to you in the next couple of days. So, mate, we'll let you get back to work getting ready for this weekend.
No worries, and I'll catch up with you probably on Friday.
Excellent.
See you,
Take care,
John.
mate.
Thanks,
See ya.
John. Cheers, buddy.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys. Have a good one.
See you, John.
Bye, Connie.
Hey.
She was behind him.
That's why he was scared.
Yeah.
I get that. No, but a great couple of human beings down there. And I don't know if anyone's ever been to Carrara Markets that's watching, but really interesting place.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for them, I think the place would be dead. to tell you the
Yeah,
truth.
everyone that goes to Carrara Markets that I speak to refers to them as the Pokemon people.
Yep.
So, you know, they're well known. They've obviously, like I said, the events was their starting point, but they've got, you know, toys, figurines.
I was going to say, it's not just the Pokemon cards they do there.
They've got the plush toys, they've got tins, they've got backpacks,
Anime.
everything. They've
Yep.
got, you know.
They've even got a bit of sport in there now, too, haven't they?
Yeah, they've
Yep.
got some basketball cards. They sell slabs. They've got everything. They were the first people I saw in Australia with the metal Pokemon cards.
Oh, yeah,
from
that's right.
That fancy box. What was it called?
Celebrations.
UPC.
Yep.
So Pokemon's obviously been around for a long time,
23 years.
23 years. There seems to be a lot of people, obviously young kids and stuff involved, but it seems to be not coming back because it's never gone anywhere, but like a lot of older blokes like us are now sort of starting to bring their collections back out because they're realising they're actually worth a bit of money and
I
stuff.
reckon, like obviously Logan Paul helped.
What do we think from a grading point of view? That have we seen, and probably to you, Pugs, have we seen much come in that's of really, really amazing quality? The Pokemon stuff?
Yeah. There's quite. Pokemon is. It depends on the centering.
Okay.
Other than the centering, it's pretty much.
They're very good quality cards.
Good quality. Yeah, but you can notice damage pretty easy because of the blue on the back. If it's got a ding, it's white.
Oh,
So-
okay. So, because a couple of things when we first started as well, I remember we had that massive Pokemon submission, and there was a lot of fakes in there. They were really easy to find, though, you were telling me, because of the colours or something?
Yeah. The colors are different. The feel's different. Even the hollow on the front is different. So, because I used to work at a school and kids had Pokemon all the time, and they're like, "Is this a good trade?" I'm like, "No, that's fake." That kind of helped me with.
Crushing hearts.
We learned young. One of our other massive Pokemon people and that sort of stuff just joined us, the Card Baron.
Hey.
And he's on there now with Mint Collectibles JC Porter, Jacko's Card Collecting, and as we mentioned before, Butters, who doesn't know how to spell my name, but 2 T's, brother. 2
Brent.
T's.
Good job, Brent.
Thanks very much. So a couple of things I wanted to go through today, which is obviously the age-old question that we've been asking week on week, and Pugs has come through with the goods, and Pugs has done a sensational job with this. It comes into Chris's office where I was sat, and then he showed me this, and I was going, oh, fuck, how good's that? Chris looked at it and goes, hate it.
I didn't say that.
Yes.
What'd you say?
Ugh.
That was it.
That's
Yeah.
the.
And what did I say?
You're like, oh, you said, oh, it's
I
not.
said I don't hate it.
Yeah, you
That's
don't
what
hate it.
And
Yeah.
I think it's something that will grow on me actually.
I think
quite well.
I think it's had like a 70% success rate
Yeah,
out
I'll
of
gi-
everyone I've asked.
Yep.
So
70, what, positive or negative?
positive.
So we're going to stick this up on the socials, but also we're going to stick it up on the podcast.
Yep.
And we're going to get a vote. Have you seen it yet?
Yes, I have.
And
I've
what's
seen it
your
quickly.
thoughts?
Let me hold it.
What's your thoughts?
My
So just to show people what we're talking about, this is a sideways card or a horizontal, thank you very much, card. And what we've done is Pugs has actually changed the label to be horizontal as well. So when you actually show it that way,
Is that upside down?
you can actually, no, it's not. It shows you can read it, and on the back even, it's that way as well. So what do you think? First thoughts, ready? Go.
I've already seen it,
Yeah,
so
I
I'll
have.
pass
We're
on to him.
supposed to-
But my first thoughts was I don't hate it, and then the more I held on to it, I went, no, I really like this. It's different, and it's
I don't like.
if you're going to if you're going to display it, I think it's a really good way. If it's a card that you're going to display, great.
A card you're in a store,
No.
not so good.
No, I wouldn't have it for a card, but I think it would be an interesting thing for us to be able to offer people with a horizontal card the choice to go
Yeah,
either
be
way.
able to do it.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Not for you?
Nah,
Who
just
invited
the
you?
way with the font, like how it's centered, and what if
What, the
it's
card or the font?
the font here on the label? So
Okay.
the card looks cool horizontal like that,
Yeah.
but then what if it's someone with a long surname or it's a huge, you usually get like 19, 20, like,
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
yeah. Like, where does that go? Does that go over 3
Good point.
lines?
Can you?
And
They're
then-
asking, can you put it closer to the camera?
Yeah, I could. But let me point out the flaws
Okay,
first.
sorry.
And for me, I would have the label on this side.
That can be arranged.
Yeah, we can do
so you
that.
could just do it like that.
What's the
But
difference?
see, you're one of those people that puts a sideways card in the wrong way in a one touch then or a holder.
No,
Ouch.
Yeah,
no, it's just
You're one of
the
those
label
guys.
would start there. Why
One
would
of
you go
those
there?
guys.
one of those.
And
guys.
where are you going to store this?
On
You
the
can
little
you can
display
store it
thing
there.
like
No.
this, so I can show
Yeah,
family.
your little case.
It fits in your case just like a normal
like
one.
that though.
Yep.
No, that looks crap.
Go and
But
show the public.
you're not displaying it
we'll
in a
get Chris
case
out
like
of his
that though.
chair.
It's just holding it.
It's coming up.
Hang on.
It's
We're
not
a
up
couple
there
of
yet.
seconds behind, and now
Here he goes.
Here it oh,
here you go.
It's still grumpy guys getting out of his chair on here.
oh, got to get up.
So,
A little bit back, a
Yeah.
little bit. That should make it. And go that way a little bit. Maybe that way. His commentary's a little bit.
okay, we're going to stop.
Anyway,
We'll get Ruth.
so
to-
we'd love your thoughts on that one.
It's a no from me.
It's a no from you. That's fine. And what do you know from
I
you
think
or yes?
no,
from you?
no. I want people to have a choice.
An option.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
like
yeah,
it.
An
option
option.
there.
No, you don't give people choices.
you don't. I do.
We do. Okay. Definitely
unique.
unique from the Card Baron. Yeah, we like unique, buddy. We like unique. Jacko's card collecting. Any word if the Hobby Hangout Brisbane is locked in?
I can help with that.
Is it up to us to tell people though?
I think so. Well, no,
Okay.
I don't think it's up to us to tell people, but we will
Yeah,
because I
'cause-
think
Yep,
it's
that's what
I
I
we
think
think
it's
right.
really important. I received some correspondence last week from the Hobby Hangout saying that it's been postponed at this stage
With no future date.
with no future date locked in at this moment. They intend to give us a future date, and they did say that they would be sending out some information early this week. I haven't seen that yet, but it has been postponed, unfortunately.
Well, I've heard other rumours as well that other things may be happening around the same weekend that was due.
Well, no, not quite. I can confirm it. And, well, you started that rumour.
I did start that
Yeah,
rumour.
right. So
I like
I-
to start a good rumour.
I can actually give a more concrete part on that rumour that you were going to start. I'll start another one. That a few weeks after that,
Yeah.
there will be, for people in Southeast Queensland, there will be an event a few weeks after that, which will be a pretty good one from all accounts.
So Card Baron's
can't-
saying here, why was it postponed? We don't know.
we don't know. We don't run
Personal
that. So
reasons, I believe
that's
they
what we were
said.
told.
Flooding.
So, It's flooding from.
It was going to rain
January.
that weekend.
Yeah.
Jesus,
It also gives the vendors more time to actually organise at least. Yeah, I agree, mate. It gives the vendors a bit more time if it's a couple of weeks later.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So definitely watch this space with us. We will be promoting the next show that isn't going to. It's not a hobby hangout. It's going to be run by someone who is absolutely brilliant at these things.
Excellent. So, yeah, we'll look forward to that one. And as stuff comes on, we'll let people know.
Yeah, and we're really disappointed. We were ready to go for the next hobby hangout. It just means we'll do
We are the
something
major
different.
sponsor of the event, and we do like to support the guys because they're trying
Absolutely.
their hardest. Just we try and do everything in the community.
Yeah.
So no idea on the date. Is it going to be pre or post Adelaide?
So for the next one,
Yeah,
it will definitely be pre-Adelaide,
pre Adelaide. Okay,
but
cool.
only just.
Okay, cool.
So yeah. So we're looking at the first week of November as a tentative date for this one.
Okay, cool.
So, but we will keep in touch with the organizer because we will get on board as a sponsor of that event as well.
Excellent.
And
And we will take live subs.
we will take subs. Oh,
The problem I've got
go on, tell me.
is that we promised to give everyone a free slab or a free grade
At the Hobby
Oh,
Hangout.
Brisbane.
Does that mean I've got to now do that at this next event, which may be a lot more people?
That's up to you.
What do you reckon? Well, it's up
do
to
we
Rob because
reckon?
he's made the deal without me.
Oh, that I have.
I reckon we
Um,
should.
Look, I think it's something we should do.
You're such a nice bloke.
Yeah.
So much
Don't
nicer
rob
than the
him.
bloke on your right.
Yeah. Well, so he
He would have went, nah.
nah. Hate it.
Well,
I like the idea. Give him
there we go.
away. I don't like this label.
Oh.
JCS have said name running down the slab would be better.
Yeah, for me, you can't have the Michael Jordan on two separate lines.
Well, his first
Yeah, you
name is
can,
Michael,
'cause it
second name
is.
Jordan.
Yeah, I know, but it looks stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it
From an
look as
aesthetic point of
stupid as
view.
Michael Jordan's son dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife?
No, because
What the heck?
I've
Is
seen
that a thing?
I saw the photo.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
a photo of them chilling, hanging out.
it's a photo of two people at a
Yeah.
cafe.
It's just TMZ
But
doing
it's
what they
Jordan's son and Pippen's ex-missus.
They might know each other. They
Yeah,
probably
she
do.
might be like
yeah.
his
Probably grew
auntie.
up- yeah, actually, that's a good
do.
point.
Kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, they grew
That's-
up pretty
That's
much.
that's
you,
the
that's,
weird
that's
thing.
you reading
be
into
godmother.
TMZ or
Oh, I love
E!
TMZ.
News or whatever.
Let's go back to this for a second.
Yeah.
Parks, I've got a question. Could you do that, the P that way, the number that way, and then do the name as it was?
I can do anything.
Oh,
I can do anything.
just something. We might do a few mock-ups and we'll put a
Oh yeah, I'll
poll-
just play around with it
Yeah, we'll
when
do
I get a chance.
poll on.
I was doing that at midnight last night. So.
Yeah, because we've also got we're actually doing a few things with redemption cards because here in Australia, redemption cards, where the hole gets punched in them. So thank you to Gimco, who are one of our
submission
submission
partners,
partners.
and friend of the show.
Yep, and Dom at Gimco came up with an idea of what we might be able to do with the actual redemption card part of it.
Are we telling them what it is, or are we going to wait and show them next week?
Well, we're going to show them when we get it done, but it is going to be a way to encapsulate the redemption card without grading it. So the people that are OCD and want to display the redemption card with the actual signature card will be able to do both.
Well, with the going on that the cricket stuff we've seen recently.
Yeah, there's 3.
There's 3 cards. So
I was
would
just
they
thinking
do
that.
all 3?
That's the old stuff.
the old
though, isn't
style,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Futura.
Shane Warne
Yeah.
and all that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Well, we can do them on as many as you want with the additional ones. You'd still grade the card that
Actual
you've had
card.
returned,
Yep.
and then certifications or the actual redemption card that's been punched. We're going to have an option there where we slab it using the same kind of colour schemes as our normal graded card, because our PC labels are a different colour and we don't want them to be a different colour. But we just got a couple of little ideas on how we can make it stand out.
Like it. I like it. Dan the Card Man, g'day. Nick Parker 20 and G Spar 76. That'd be
Spargo.
Jimmy Spargo, wouldn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it would
Jimmy
be.
Spargo's online.
Is his name Jimmy?
No, his name J Spar 76.
But because we've got a few people named Jimmy that are coming on board.
Well, this is J Spar 76. This is
Well,
Mr.
yeah, it's
Spargo,
Spargo.
though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So it's a good chance that he could come onto this podcast one day.
You could.
Yeah.
There we go.
Shout out to Jimmy.
G'day, boys. Mate, how are you? Card Baron, thanks very much. Just letting us know they all bang each other and it's very Hollywood weird.
Hollywood.
I was wondering what he was talking about. It took me a bit of time to think about
We
it.
went backwards
Bang each
then.
other.
Yeah.
For every redemption card graded, 3 penguins die. You're going to have to buy a plastic factory soon.
That's the next option.
3 penguins. So
Why
aren't
did
we
the penguins die?
Yeah, aren't we taking plastic out of the ocean?
Yeah, we're pulling it out of the ocean,
That's it.
recycling it.
We're not.
Making
No,
it
we're not.
Put it into
Stop,
toolbox.
stop.
Yeah, that's a
I put the broken ones in the recycling bin. That's recycling.
Yeah, true.
So I'm not telling porcupines. This may have
that's true.
sounded a little bit different.
Yeah, actually,
What
when
the fuck's
was
the penguin going to do
when
with it
when was the
anyway?
last time a penguin got hit over the head with a slab? I haven't seen it.
It's normally a club.
So
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that's seals. Sorry,
no,
can't
that's-
go there.
Oh, don't go there.
That's
Okay, we're
bad.
going to go.
Stashman hasn't retired from the podcast. There's actually some big news around the stash going to be coming up next week, so we'll let
I
everyone know.
think he
there.
likes coming on podcasts as much as I do.
Yeah, Stash is actually not a big fan. Being the outgoing human being with a big beard that he is, he's not a big fan of coming on the podcast, and that's just very similar to the man on your right.
It is. It is.
You had to work out which one was your left and right.
Oh,
Zoolander.
yeah.
Also this week, another big shout out to the Gold Coast Rollers who are in the NBL 1 finals down in Melbourne.
Come on.
Out at Knox.
Okay, you guys are all basketball fans, right?
Yes, sir.
The NBL 1 finals are being played a little bit differently. You get points for winning a quarter. You get points for winning the game. And the two teams with the most points at the end play in the final.
Out of 2 games. So you get everyone plays 2 games.
That's stupid.
Stupid.
Like, I'm just going to say
Shit house, same thing. I agree.
Yeah.
Well, what it is though, it's a acknowledgement that we don't have.
Have you actually
full-time
confirmed
players.
this though, or this is just you think?
No, it is. I read it
Because
on
we
the,
had this
I
conversation
read it on the thingo.
this morning,
On
and
the
you said,
document.
I think.
No, I read
No,
it
it
on
wasn't a
the thing.
rumor. It wasn't
I
a
didn't
rumour.
start the rumor.
But like we just got players. We don't have players that are full time professionals in the NBL 1. Some of them are.
Yep.
But a lot of them aren't. So they've got to get it into a weekend. Otherwise, we're going over a week, and we've got players having to get time off work and all the rest of it. I think
But
it's
it's
just
the
their way.
national final of a sporting
You
competition
get work off
that's
anyway.
national.
You get work off.
And
work.
they've just timed
Basketball
it
comes
poorly
first.
as well.
Oh, that's right.
They're what?
I've
They've
lost
just
a
timed
job
it
from
poorly
that
because
mentality.
the NBL is having preseason games, so
So therefore
some
they're
of the
not
clubs
playing.
aren't releasing players to play.
I think it's atrocious.
Oh, it's pretty.
It's not how you play basketball.
No,
It's
exactly.
just not how you make
Didn't they
porridge.
have that? Didn't they have that a few years ago though in the NBL where they had points for winning a quarter? Maybe one of
I
our
don't know, but it does make
maybe
sense.
one
to
of
me.
our punters.
Maybe
out
one of the
there-
listeners could come back and let us know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
It
they
seems
did.
weird
but it
that
didn't
you
last
just
long.
changed the final series, like changed the rules during the final series.
But did they? Maybe we knew all along because
No, but you play one way all season, and you go through a finals,
all your life,
Yeah.
a
really.
final series in your conference, and then you get to the conference finals. And it's like, oh, yeah, actually, we're just going to change it a little bit.
So you could win 3 quarters and then lose the game, but you could still do really well.
You
and
still
get
win
to
it.
the
And you get
finals.
more-
See, that makes sense. to
I'm
me.
with you.
I think what it's
I'm
to do
hearing
though.
the bugs.
We've got, I think there's 12 teams or
6.
something in the whole competition. There's
Yeah.
only 6. Isn't there more than 6 divisions? Whatever.
No,
So there's
one per
6
state.
teams. Why don't we play? Anyway, we should play more games. But there's 6 teams, 2 games. And if you have 3 teams that both win 2 games each,
Yeah.
it's just a way to separate that.
Car
that
Baron,
team.
consistency is key. I agree. If you're going to play basketball a certain way, this is supposed to be the preseason or the summer league or winter league, whatever the league is, of the NBL.
Yeah.
That's when the guys in that league get to play in the NBL, which is the greatest sporting event in this country.
It's not really.
It
because
will be best
It
summer
is.
sport
It
in
is.
history or something, won't it?
This is
Something
better.
soon.
Yeah, it's good at the moment, but if it had a Gold Coast team, it'd be better.
Gee, that's a good idea, Rob.
I don't know where I came up with
Segue.
it.
Wow. If the Gold Coast Tropics could get a start,
So that would be
Then,
gctropics.com, register your interest.
hey,
All over
don't
it.
even need to do their own free ads now.
I know. Well, I've learned from the best.
You sound like one of those AFL commentators on that radio station.
Oh,
to listen to.
we're on the big Dermies Colorbond Steel Drive Your Cab Home scoreboard.
Available from your local. It just takes forever.
Yeah,
Nice plug.
And then at the end of the game, they have the King G Rookie of the Day, and like there's not a player that is playing his first year. There's one kid, and he didn't get a kick, but he's a Rookie of the Day because
Did he win?
eligible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he won the
Good job.
prize.
But there was a great one last year on that. They used to have the hyphen award. And so each week there was a radio station giving 3, 2, and 1 votes to the best 3 players that had a hyphen in their surname.
Oh, I love that.
So, but there was only
How
like
good is
6 or
that?
7 in the
That's great.
competition, and this one bloke just came back at the end of the season. Luke Davies Uniac was only going okay during the first half. He just charged home, won the award. They interviewed
All
him.
the other hyphens got knocked
Yep.
out.
McDonald, Tip, and Woody was another one.
Love Tipper.
Yeah, but and they
Shout
even
out
interviewed
Tipper,
him.
friend of the show.
Is he?
Yeah, they're all
Oh,
friends of the
mate,
show.
listens
who,
every week.
You know who's one of the biggest friends of the show that I've come across of late?
Who's
Is
that?
Mitch Robinson from the Brisbane Lions.
He's actually named his vlog after you, hasn't he?
He has.
What's it called?
I wasn't going to tell people because I'm
Oh, shit,
just going to
sorry.
debut that next week.
Sorry.
But
Jump
no,
the
he
gun.
has a. I'll debut it next week. I'll
Yeah.
show everyone. It's
You
a,
can't leave us
so-
on the edge.
No, it's a
Vlog,
t-shirt. It's a
vlog
t-shirt.
her,
Sorry,
So-
I'm late. I didn't want to come.
Yeah, that was Chris's shirt. and Chris and I swapped shirts before.
Yeah.
But
This is getting weird.
yeah.
Jersey swap.
Yeah.
Did you take a photo?
Moving on
We
to the
could make
next
a card?
topic.
Yeah,
So
someone
we
help.
had the pleasure of Preston Campbell in the office yesterday.
we did.
Love a good Preston
Name drop.
name drop, and we showed him a Jaden Campbell card. Anyway, we had the pleasure of Presto in the shop, and we started to talk about cards, and he's an absolute card fiend.
No way.
I mean, we took him into the local card shop, which is downstairs from where we are, and he loved it. Absolutely,
almost the name
loved
drop in
it.
itself.
It was nearly, but at the same time, he was talking about he's got all these old cards, he's got all this stuff, and we're saying like, what's the weirdest card you've got? And he was saying that he won the Dally M, 2001 ish,
Yeah.
About then, yeah.
round then, but didn't win the club's best and fairest. That was run by.
Adam Dykes.
There we go. So Adam Dykes doesn't have any trading cards.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Adam Dykes wasn't in the checklist,
So therefore,
but Adam Dykes actually won Club Player of the Year. Preston won
Dally M.
Dally M, so best player in the whole league, but didn't win Clubman. So
but Select made the card
Does that make sense?
of Preston as the club best and fairest.
Oh,
he's
they
got
just
this-
assumed.
Yeah, they just assumed it
Which-
and got it wrong.
Well, it makes sense, really.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
That's
Well,
funny.
mate, in Aussie rules, it happens a lot where the best and fairest, like where the Brownlow medalist doesn't win the best and fairest in his club.
In his club, yeah.
It's happened before, yeah.
It's really interesting though. So when it sort of made me start thinking, I know we love a little competition on this podcast
here we
for
go.
going out to the peeps and saying, what's the most sort of random untrue, not error card, untrue card that you have? Do you have any? I know you have lots of error cards.
Yeah, no, I don't.
But all that Jordan
know off
one,
the top of
the
my
slam dunk champion, that's
Oh, yeah.
an error or
yeah, I've got
a wrong
a couple of them.
And that's not the year he was Slam Dunk champ.
Yeah, it's the 92-93 in your face. There's, it should be 87-88, but it has 85-90. And then Upper Deck redeemed themselves and printed the right ones, but there is quite a lot of the 85-90s out
So
there.
I want to know, and Rob, you can put this into the proper words, what card that there's an error on or we know that's untrue?
Do you want to know something? This is weird you bring this up.
Why?
Because I was at the local card shop yesterday
What? Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good place.
and purchased one.
oh, what?
Purchase what?
A card that has got an
Untruth.
untruth on it. Well,
Okay.
whether it's an untruth or if it's an error, I don't know. But they're both, it's the same. But where it just had the wrong club as listed for that player playing that year. But he had
yeah.
played for that club in previous years.
So,
So
who was it?
Greg Williams, and it was the 1994, I think they called it the Masters Series.
So the Greg Williams that played for the Sydney Swans.
Yeah, but he also played for Geelong and for Carlton.
was that
He did.
Diesel?
Diesel.
Yeah, Diesel Williams.
And Diesel in this card, and it's the first, whether you call it error or just a wrong card, it's the first one I ever knew of in AFL because they put the Geelong logo but had him in a Carlton jersey.
Oh, really?
So then they pooed their pants when that happened,
Yeah.
and they went, okay, we'll take them back and we'll give you the Carlton ones. But the Carlton one is that rare, it's not funny.
Wow.
So,
there we go.
Are they worth
Yeah.
big dollars?
no, not huge.
People
dollars.
probably don't know. That's what
Well,
I
they
love.
know.
I love finding
But
this
they
stuff
look
out.
at it and go, "What the hell happened?" But yeah, the story behind it's pretty cool. That
That's cool.
and it was done by Dynamic Marketing, and good wishes to them. They're rest in peace because probably they made lots of mistakes like that.
I reckon
Indeed.
not a lot of people would know the Preston story. So.
No, I don't
No,
think so
that's-
either.
That's crazy because if you had that card, you just assume that he was.
Yeah, well, Well-
And especially when he won the Dally M as
pretty
well.
stiff for Dykes to not even be
Yeah,
on the checklist.
exactly.
He's a 5'8".
That is cool. That's pretty funny.
So, Chris, what about you? Have you got any, or do you know of any?
No, I don't think so. Not that I know of. No,
Those Cronulla Shark Premiers cards.
no, I didn't get any from.
No, I'm not surprised.
You'll
Not
get some
yet.
this year.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
We're all on the Sharks. On
We
board
are.
the Sharks
Yeah,
here.
if they lose, I blame all of you.
Yep. If they lose, we all celebrate.
Okay, Jacko's card collecting. Good to see Young Lions star visiting the local card shop.
Yes.
Who was that?
Bit starstruck.
Oh, mate, it was great. It was great. Darcy Wilmot, who debuted last Thursday night, so a week ago today, he
awesome.
debuted for the Brisbane Lions, only the third player in the national competition era, so from 1987, to debut in a final. Marlian Pickett debuted in a grand final in 2018, I think, 2019, so that's pretty big. But he debuted in a final and he collects trading cards.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he came into the store and we chatted about trading cards and football.
Did he buy any?
He's the reason they
He
won.
did. He did. He put it on his Instagram.
Oh,
And
wow.
you know what? He is, in my mind, he was the reason they won because he kicked a crucial goal at a crucial time, and we actually talked about it yesterday. The crowd just went berserk, and for the next 5 minutes, the Lions were on top, and they kicked another goal. And
Because of the momentum
I
of the
think
crowd as well.
Yeah, it was crazy because he told me a story yesterday because he did something that I've never seen done before in footy, never. And that was as he ran off the ground, he kicked the goal, and in stupid AFL tradition, they come and take a seat on the bench after they've kicked a goal. That seems to be the trigger for them to come off.
Why though?
I don't know. But he came off, so all the players around him tapping him on the head, you beauty, well done, kicked your first goal in footy. And he ran off, and he reckons that he heard someone say, get the crowd up and about or something to that effect. So he almost stops about 15 metres from the boundary line and punches the air and tells the crowd to
Go nuts.
go nuts.
Really?
And the crowd
Went nuts.
They went nuts.
That's it.
And I've never seen anyone do it before. And when I said to him, why'd you do it? He goes, I don't know.
Just
He goes, I think I heard someone. I don't know who told me to do it, but I just did it.
That's
that's
awesome.
awesome.
It is cool.
How old is he? 18, 19?
18. He's the youngest player in the
Wow.
AFL. Because if he
And
was
he
born
hits a goal
if
in a
he was born
final.
6 hours later, he would have been undrafted last year because he would have been too young.
Isn't that
So,
amazing?
yeah, it was
Great
cool.
story.
And to
So
have him
will
in
he
the shop-
play this week?
The team will be announced tonight.
Do we think he'll get in there?
He's playing.
Hey!
You can't.
You heard it
I
here
didn't say anything. I
first.
didn't
This doesn't
say
come
anything.
out till tomorrow.
It
so-
doesn't.
live.
Yeah.
It's
Start
We're
calling you,
live.
gonna call you Rob
We're
Ralph.
live.
Nah, yeah, that's right. Get me on Fox Footy. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So let's keep going with the footy then. Rob, one of the greatest experiences of your life happened last week. Obviously, when the ball went over the top of a post
Yep.
and everyone Winston cried.
Yeah, no, not everyone. Richmond people.
Richmond
them.
cried, yeah.
Yeah.
The
because
goal.
that meant they didn't win.
Well, made it harder for them to win. They still lost. They were
Yeah.
ahead. They were ahead at the time.
Danaher
Was it-
still had to kick a freakish goal.
Thank you to Essendon for bringing Danaher along.
I tease him.
Yep. Yeah.
Good
Look,
training ground, isn't it?
yeah, look, they would have gone 7 or 8 points up at the time, but they didn't. And people are complaining that the decision was not reviewed in the correct manner. And anyone who wants to complain, that is 100% correct. It was not reviewed in the right manner. It should have been given a goal based on the way they did it. However, it was a behind.
Yes.
So the mistake was made, in my mind, was made by the goal umpire, not by the...
By doing the
yeah, but he said it was a goal, yeah.
yeah.
When there was no way that he could have really known. And when, in those situations, having come from an umpiring background, we were always told that if you're not 100% sure, you take the lesser amount.
Fair enough.
So he should
Especially in the
have...
finals.
Yeah, it's a tough one. You know, I feel sorry for the umpire, to be honest, but I don't feel sorry for Richmond, and either do. It was funny. I was getting messages. I reckon I had 40 messages within 20 minutes after the game, and they were from Collingwood supporters, Carlton supporters, just saying, "Well done, guys! You got rid of Richmond for us." So, because in
No,
my
they're smoky.
they were playing. They hadn't lost a game since round 6 by more than 4 points.
Wow.
So they only snuck in 7th position, all the rest of it, but they were playing good footy.
So you've been to the footy for a long time.
Mhm.
Yeah. Was it the best? Was it better than one of the grand final wins?
Atmosphere-wise, yeah, absolutely.
Was it?
Atmosphere-wise, well, there's been a couple of good games of late. Last year when Brisbane had to beat, I think it was the West Coast Eagles by a certain amount, that was really weird because they weren't playing for the win, they were playing for percentage, and they had to win by 32 points. So that was really intense, and that was to finish top 4 at the end of the season. And then there was one game where Brisbane beat Geelong, where Lincoln McCarthy took an absolute screamer late in the game and slotted the game. That was pretty good too, but this one was the best out of all those. And the grand finals, the problem with the grand final, and Chris, I know you went to the Sharkies grand final when they won. Now that would have been amazing because the NRL allow anyone into the grand final, so you've got a lot of Sharkies fans there.
Yeah.
The problem with the AFL, and you say problem, but it's just the way it is, that 30% of the tickets are sold
wankers.
before are to corporates. So you don't have that
Oh,
same
wow.
atmosphere. And that's why
So it doesn't matter who they support. They're still.
they still go, because it's a great event and everyone wants to see
It's a great
the
AFL
G
grand
Lick or
final.
whoever that G Flip.
G Flip.
Yep, that's whoever's performing at halftime this year.
Robbie Williams.
Yeah,
Robbie
sorry.
Williams.
No,
You gone back to the
I need a moment. I had a joke, and it's gone, and I don't want to say it.
Don't say it.
But,
I've got a couple of jokes I can start.
No.
but that's
All
why
these podcasts.
we were talking though, Brett, about heading to the Sydney game in a couple of weeks, the preliminary final.
Yes.
And they call in the AFL they call the preliminary finals the People's Grand Final, because that's where the true supporters can get to that game, and they are amazing.
Who have the Lions got this week?
We got the
Melbourne.
Demons,
Demons, yeah.
Where's that?
at the MCG.
And if you watch how the Swans played them last week, that's how you beat them.
by scoring more.
Are you
Scoring more
going?
points and then suffocating them.
Yeah.
Are you going?
Am I going? Of course I'm going.
Going down to Melbourne for the footy?
Work trip.
Oh, work trip? Yeah,
Yep,
sorry.
work trip. I knew where you were going.
Just wanted to make
Nice
sure.
work.
Just
Because
wanted to-
now he's going to the
just wanted to
basketball as well,
clarify,
which
yeah.
is a work trip.
Yeah.
I like these work trips.
Jacko's
Great.
card collecting. It was a point. I was there, sitting right in that pocket. Umpire called a goal by just guessing. He had no idea. Yeah,
So
good call.
Jacko knows his shit.
Jacko does know his shit. I heard that once before.
I was sitting 150 metres from it, and it was on a bad angle, but it was obviously a point.
Did you have your glasses on?
I had my glasses, but they were one-eyed. So
Yeah, of course they were.
Jez glasses.
Okay, so on that, we got Lions Melbourne.
Collingwood play Freo on Saturday night. What a game that's going to be.
That's going to be massive.
It's gonna
Too
be
bad you're not there.
sensational. Maybe.
Work trip.
I'll get to the second half.
You might be there the whole game. Depends
Who
how they
knows?
play. So who wins it?
Melbourne.
I think Melbourne have got to be the favourites. I mean,
So you're going to go for
This
Brisbane.
game or the whole
Brisbane.
thing?
No, that game.
Oh,
Collingwood and Fremantle. I think Fremantle win it. I think Fremantle.
Really?
I've said all year Fremantle are the absolute smokies in this competition. I don't know they can win the premiership.
Wow.
Well, it
I'd
depends.
love Fremantle to get through.
You would because they'd be playing
Because
Sydney and Fremantle.
I'd much rather be playing at Sydney.
I think Sydney got Collingwood. I think Sydney have booked their place in the grand final. I don't think they're beatable the next
They
week.
dropped into $3.20 the other day.
I
win the
don't
whole
know they
thing.
can be beaten at the SCG by the two teams that they're likely to come
Yeah,
up against.
agree.
If they had been coming up against Geelong at the SCG, different story.
Yeah.
I think Geelong can beat them there. Collingwood can't. That was proven. The only team Collingwood have been beaten by significantly in this season is Sydney Swans at the
Sydney
SCG.
Swans. Let's go. Bring it on. So who's your grand final?
No, not Geelong. I think Melbourne will play Sydney in the grand final. Yeah, he's a Cats fan.
Geelong.
So what do you got? Geelong who?
Yeah, Geelong all day.
He doesn't know.
Geelong Sydney?
That's all he knows is
Um,
Geelong.
Yeah, I only followed Geelong. I reckon.
Geelong Brisbane, just give it to us.
No, I reckon.
No, it can't be. Yes, no, it can't be.
No, it wouldn't be. They'll play in the
Yeah, the prelim.
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 So
Yeah,
it'll
probably.
be either, it could be Brisbane Sydney.
How good would that be?
That'd be kind
Oh.
of cool.
We'd be there then.
That would be cool.
That's definitely a work trip.
if Brisbane play Sydney, I do have 2 tickets. So
We have
you
2
can,
tickets. Thanks
yeah,
very
you
much,
can
brother.
take Jen's ticket.
Nice.
Shout out to Jen.
2% potty calls Carlton. See ya.
Liam,
Yeah.
can
So
someone get a
get back to
concussion
work,
test?
mate.
Yeah, get a concussion
Get
test
in
for
the
Liam.
bin.
Worsey AUS has joined us, and I hate you pants.
We love I Hate
Well.
You Pants. He's a cool bloke.
Okay, lucky we've all
I
got
hate
pants
you
on.
pants.
Yeah, well, 3
Who
of us
have you
do.
got winning it, Christopher?
Geelong.
Geelong?
The Cats.
Do you think
Yeah,
they're that
Cats.
good?
Yeah, I do.
They're playing
Okay.
amazing at the moment. So even though they only
Yeah, I
just
just
won,
think
but
they're good, and it doesn't like one of their stars doesn't.
And you
fight.
just don't want one of our teams to win because you'll
Well,
never hear the end of it.
Who are we going
Yeah,
for
true. But
rugby
like,
league?
like Gary Rowan
Just supporting his team.
played last week.
Mate,
Like
how well did he play last
and he's
week?
been quiet the last few weeks. So
Quiet in the last few weeks. That guy hadn't had a kick in a finals game.
when was the last time you had a kick in a
No.
finals game?
I rate what he did last week because
Yeah.
there was so much pressure on him. He has stunk in every finals game he's ever played. No, really stunk.
What about my mate, who between us we got over 1,000 goals in
Buddy.
in the AFL,
that's good.
had 7 kicks.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 7 touches, 3 kicks. I had him for 2 goals and lost my multi. Fucking buddy.
I
Anyway,
know.
excuse my language. West Aussie Cards. How are you, legend?
You
Okay,
didn't-
so
West Aussie Cards will be going for Fremantle.
you reckon?
You'd-
I reckon he's
Unless
an
he's
Eagle.
an Eagles fan, and then he'd be going for anyone but.
West Aussie Cards, Freo or the Eagles, mate? Let us know.
Yeah, it's going to take about a minute. I think we're
No.
far behind.
No one will be saying Eagles fans at the moment, are they? They were terrible this year.
The Eagles.
But no, look,
Do they do it for draft picks?
they are the masters of it.
Eyes.
Oh, he's a pie.
Pies. Yeah, we used to call him legend. Now we don't.
Boo.
The Eagles are the masters of dropping to the bottom for 1 year and then back.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what
Yeah.
they'll do. Although Junior Rioli wants out, so
Oh,
who was previously Willie Rioli,
okay.
he just changed his name
Why?
because
he
his
can't be
father
called
died.
Willie anymore.
No, his father passed away, and apparently it's a tradition in their culture is to name when the father. I don't know how it works,
When the
but they
fa-
name.
do you take the father's name on?
I don't know if that's what it is, but he's gone. But he's
Wow.
asked to change his name to Junior, and yeah, that's what it is. I mean,
That's
There's
ni-
one-
a nice tradition.
yeah, it's beautiful, and he's one hell of a player. He'll do very well.
So on the AFL wagon, cards from the AFL, what have we seen lately, boys? Any exciting stuff? You got anything through, Pugs?
We've had a couple of what are those blank slate ones?
Blank canvas.
That's the one. Yeah, had a few
Blank
of those.
canvases,
Yeah.
any good
We had,
players?
I think we talked about it a couple of weeks ago with that guy who had
The
all
whole set.
Richmond
The whole
ones,
Richmond set,
Yeah.
yeah. Woof.
which was fantastic.
Was even has he got those cards back?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, and there
Yep.
was a 10.
there was a
Pretty sweet.
10.
Was there? What was
Yeah,
the 10
it wasn't
off?
a 10-10, but it was a 10.
It was still a 10.
10.
It was beautiful.
It was a 10.
What was
Such
it?
a nice card. I couldn't tell you.
One of the blank slate ones? Or
Yeah, one of the blank canvas ones.
Oh, wow, that would
Yeah.
look so.
They are one of the cards that really grade well. If you've
Yeah.
got blank canvas cards out there, AFL ones, and you want a really nice grade in a great slab, because they look great in their slabs as well.
I've seen a few AFL cards graded from PSA recently.
Yeah, I saw
In the
that too.
marketplace.
That's
Wow.
friend of the podcast, Liam Stacey.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
He's been a great customer of ours over the last 12 months as well. Massive Gold Coast Suns collector.
I was going to
so
say, is
go
he the Suns
figure.
collector?
Wow.
Go figure. So, but he likes to send a couple. He's got certain
Although
cards out of his set.
Took
that he
is my
sends.
new mate.
Took.
I've heard this story
Hey?
300 times.
Love
Took,
Took.
Took Miller.
Great man.
Yeah.
Great man. We got to catch up with him and have a good chat, helping him with his trip around America at the moment. And we're going to see him next Wednesday. Just saying.
Just saying.
Anyone other than Pies Winnings, Jacko's Card Collectings, AWS Cards just joined us, and Ben Allen said, tell Rob to bring my cards to Subway. Should we tell Ben Allen to get back to work?
Yeah.
No.
What are you doing?
Ben Allen's one of the good guys.
Well,
Well, what we should do.
He supports Celtics. That's not a good
Yeah,
card.
that's true too. But what we should do is, because Ben's at the local card shop
Which one?
up in upstairs,
Vegas?
upstairs in
Upstairs.
Vegas, and this afternoon we are having to close a bit early, so we can kind of make that public announcement. But we're closing early because the artist is coming along to finish the mural.
Wow.
So we've got a mural being painted on our roller door, and some will say he's the GOAT, others will say he's not. But in my mind,
But they don't
Others
know.
may say that his son might be dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
a
Or
lot
that
of-
may be only Scottie Pippen.
Yep, that's exactly. Yes, that's exactly right. But he will be on the door of the local card
So
shop.
do you know what we're going to do?
What are we
Here we
gonna
go. Whoever is the first person, once it's finished, when's it going to be finished? Tonight?
Hoping tonight, yeah.
So from tomorrow, whoever, and this does not include Ben Allen, I just want to put a line under this one,
Yeah.
or anyone that's associated with working at the building, gets a photo with a PSG slab in
Hey.
front of the door of the local card shop in Brisbane, puts it up on socials and tags us all, we'll get a free card graded.
Boom.
Can't argue with that.
Mic drop.
Yeah?
Cannot. Mike, did you say Mike Trout?
Mic drop.
Mic drop.
Oh, Mike Trout.
Mike
He said
Trout.
Mike
Mike
Trout.
Trout.
Sure.
Well, that's what he
Oh, hang
does.
on.
He hits the
I
line.
had a mic trap
Yeah,
shirt
that was
on.
yesterday, mate.
There you go.
So that's what we're going to do. So from a PSG and obviously local card shops, one of our biggest submitters, if someone gets a photo, the picture I saw was friggin' insane.
Yeah.
Just make sure when you're standing there, you're on the right-hand side.
Yeah, stand in front of the
Otherwise, you don't want to stand in front of his face. Okay, so whatever's going to happen, so we'll give away a free slab.
It needs a
Brendan?
hashtag.
It does.
I don't know what that hashtag is.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have one.
You could do hashtag,
Hashtag.
is she my auntie?
No, that's crap.
Yeah.
Sorry. That needs some work.
With this one,
Concussion
other one.
test.
Yeah.
Concussion
Local
test.
Needs to be an
PSG.
investigation.
HIA.
Yeah, we could do local card shops, a good hashtag, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually not bad. And it is gonna
But you
have
need to tag all of us. That's the four of us on social. So if
Whoa.
anyone can actually find Christopher,
I think we gave it out last time.
hey,
We gave it out last
did
time.
you get any more followers?
I didn't check.
Do you even post though?
He still
No,
had zero
exactly.
posts.
There's no point
I've
following.
shared 2 stories.
Well
in
done.
my
I think
time.
I think I posted twice, ever.
Do you still have yours?
I don't know. I wouldn't know the password.
would
There you
your-
go.
what would
Local
your-
PSG. That's what I said. before.
Beautiful.
What would your what was your at?
I
What do
can't
they call it?
remember.
Whatever they call.
It used to
they
be
call
Gold
them?
Coast Lion. Rawr. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like the
Sorry, I'm late. I didn't.
It's like the Formula One card.
Yeah.
I'll see what Rob comes up with this week.
I've cracked myself up then. Yeah. TC Card Collectors joined us and also put in hashtag local PSG.
I like it.
Like
Local
it?
PSG.
Like it? That could be a good hashtag.
I'll lock it. I'll
But
lock
it has to do something with the mural as well, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Goat. PSG goat.
PSG goat, local goat.
Local
Local
goat.
goat.
Local goat.
Local goat.
I like that. Cheap.
MJ local card shop.
Oh, you're just giving it away.
What? Magic Johnson?
Oh yeah, true.
It's not Magic
Oh,
Johnson.
hang on. We gave it away really with the Dennis
Mitchell
Rodman.
Johnson.
Michael Johnson.
We might
Michael
have given it
Jackson.
away with the whole Scottie Pippen's wife
Yeah.
and now my
Yeah.
auntie.
And when you say
Michael-
goat, you're really
Michael
only
Johnson?
talking about one person anyway.
Michael Johnson?
We know that, don't we?
Yeah.
That's why I like pugs.
Tom Brady?
Tom
Huh?
Brady.
Who?
On that, let's diverse just a little bit.
NFL starts
Yeah,
this week.
no, yeah, but the whole American thing. Oh, let's name the 5 goats of their sport. They're all Americans.
Yeah, of course they are.
Who else would they be?
That's
Who else would there
That's
be?
an American TV channel or whatever it was.
ESPN.
Yeah, who cares?
So who'd they name?
Brady, Williams,
Which one?
Bruce Jenner.
Ricky.
Ricky Williams.
Yeah,
Ricky
played
Bobby,
for the Dolphins.
Ricky Bobby, Tom
Ricky
Brady.
Bobby.
What was it? Tom Brady,
Jackie
Serena
Williams.
Williams,
Serena Williams.
Serena Williams,
Michael Jordan.
Michael Phelps.
No, Jordan was 5th though.
No, he was number 1.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Jordan
was it 5-1?
Yeah, it went 5, 4, 3, 2,
okay.
1.
So okay, who's Australia's goats? AJ Ellis, g'day mate.
Andrew Gaze.
Ooh.
No, there's only one. There's
Oh,
only one
your
goat.
mate.
What? Darcy Wilmot.
No, what's his name?
spinner.
Yeah.
Gretzky, he was on the
Oh,
list as
Nathan
well.
Lyon. He's
No.
Nathan
Your
Lyon.
bloke that did everything.
What do you? Oh,
Snowy
Snowy
Baker.
Baker.
Hey, Ruby.
Ruby from the
The only
background.
person that listened.
Yeah.
Yep. And on that, there is a Snowy Baker trading card. I bought one this week.
Oh, sick.
Anyway,
Shout out to Ruby's netball team who plays on Tuesday at Arundel Indoor Sports Centre.
they're called the Rubles.
6:30 p.m.
Are they
don't
called
know.
the Rubles?
Yeah, they're named after her.
They won 40 points to
Barney
18,
Rubles.
and she played wing attack and wing defence.
She had all the bibs on.
So shout out to Ruby and her
Well
team.
done, Rubes.
Who said university students can't
That's
play
Ruby
sport?
Paygram.
That's at Ruby
At Ruby.
at Ruby's netball team.
So Jacko's card collecting says Gretzky.
Yeah, I
We're
think
gonna
he
have
was-
to add
yeah.
Ruby
believe he
now
was on
to
the list.
No, the
goats.
one that they have no idea when they, because Don Bradman, if he's not on the GOAT list of all sports,
of
then
all sports.
he's the only Australian that I think would be up there in that kind of stratosphere.
Morn.
Yeah.
What about
What
like
about the,
swimmers
um,
and
Take
stuff, like
most
Kieran
wickets.
Perkins? And
What about that woodchopper from Tassie?
Hey, that's on this weekend. No, next weekend.
David
Yes.
Foster. He's
If-
like the 15-time world champion of wood chopping.
I'm going to
Is that
give
cards
the
of
I'm
him?
going to give the still
find cards of
still
him.
wood sports.
How much can a wood chop
I
chip
think that's his name.
chop wood?
Let's give the Still Wood Sports a bit of a shout out because
That's great
on
idea.
the 17th of September they're at Currawong Beach doing the Australian Championships, Wood Chop Champions
On the beach?
on the beach.
That'd be
And
sick.
I tell you what, I've been a couple of times. It is a great day.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Hey, we should.
We should do
Let's
that.
go.
Work trip.
Bluey should go.
Bluey.
Let's get Bluey there. Wood chop cards.
I reckon
Shit.
we
I
should
was-
look at that.
I lied. It wasn't 14 years. He held the World Woodchopping Championship title for 21 consecutive years,
Wow.
and is Australia's most successful athlete.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
And is possibly the only athlete in any sport in the world to win over 1,000 titles.
Jesus.
He'd definitely be a friend of the show.
He'd have to be.
he is.
Look at the
We were
man.
Talking to him the other week.
Let's get him on.
Oh, snap.
Oh, he's even bald and big.
So when did he win these championships? Oh my goodness.
21 years.
21 years straight.
Yeah, but
21
when?
years straight. Oh,
That's
mate.
massive.
80s, 90s, 2000s.
You know the one that gets forgotten. There's no cards on this guy. Walter Lindrum,
Yeah,
because there ain't many people that had the game changed because of him.
very true.
So what did he win? He retired. How's this for a record? He won the world championship in 1933 and 1934, but then retired in 1950, and no one would even contest a world championship against him in that time because they just didn't want to play him.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool.
He's the only Axeman to have won 6 of 7 championships at the Sydney Royal Easter Show.
That's pretty cool. That's
He-
a lot.
he-
That's a lot of Dagwood dogs, though.
Okay, here we go.
Peter Brock. That's a great
Jacko's
one.
come in saying the Australian, he says Don Bradman, Peter Brock, Ian Thorpe, Margaret Court. Are you allowed to have Margaret Court anymore? And Lee Matthews. It's interesting. We'd love to, we'll put this up on the
We're gonna
socials
do
as
this.
well.
We're
Let,
gonna have-
let us know
Yeah,
who
let's
your
do it.
top 5 Aussie goats of all time are.
Yep. I
And then
love
when
it.
we get the
What
top
about
5,
Kathy?
we'll try and get cards of each one.
Kathy Freeman.
2 flags.
Oh, Kathy Freeman for sure.
I should only have one race.
That's
Yeah.
a lie. She won the store gift.
She won a lot of races.
She won a lot of races to get.
But
to
the thing with
Olympics.
2 flags was really interesting. We a friend of the show, will soon to be Nat Cook. Another name drop. No, Nat won the gold medal at the 2000 Olympics beach volleyball,
On the beach, yep.
and she tells this amazing story how her and her partner
Kerry.
Kerry Pothurst were in like media conferences all day. They were the most famous humans on the planet for 6 hours. Because that night, Kathy won the gold,
Yeah.
and they would sit at a table like this. All the Aussie winners. There was the pole vault chick that won the silver as well.
Tatiana.
Tatiana,
Grigorieva.
yeah.
Oh, look at this. It's like a
What was
font.
it? Her
Wikipedia
niece,
right here.
Her niece won a medal at the Melbourne Commonwealth Games
She
6
did
years
too.
later.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And so they were sitting at the table, and every question went to Kathy. So they sort of said, "Yeah, we just won gold too." It's like, hey, look over here. But yeah, it's pretty funny. Anyway, so let's do that. Top 5.
Top 5 Australians of all time. Yep, we'll put that on the on our Facebook
Do they have
page,
to
or-
have a card?
No,
No,
let's
no.
just get the discussion going.
Okay.
Get the discussion
Well,
going.
I have a
You
nice
get
little Bradbury
And then we'll get a
you get
card
extra,
of the 5.
extra points for card for if you have a card in your collection.
Okay, I reckon that'd be great. Then we'll put the whole list together and see whether we can get it all. That'd be good. That'd be good.
That'd be cool.
What else is cooking, Pugs?
Not much. Curios. He got cooked.
He did get
Oh, that's
cooked.
harsh. You got Karen.
He got. He legit did.
got
But
Did I say you bought Curios cards recently?
No, you didn't.
I would.
I bought a Curios
Money.
tennis ball.
Ah, that's
Ah,
right.
nice.
Signed tennis ball.
Money in it.
That's
yeah,
cool.
absolutely.
I reckon he'll
I've been
be-
looking at his cards like for
I bought his
years,
cards.
but I've
in-
just never gone and
so
done it.
2015, they came out with autograph cards of Nick Kyrgios, and I bought them whatever
All?
ones I could. Yeah, and I paid probably $10 each for them. And,
Yeah, see, that's
I
crazy.
saw one of them advertised this week for $380.
No,
So I sold it to him. No, I didn't.
It was probably Nick buying them.
It probably is.
Yeah.
How was his tweet?
Didn't see it.
Did anyone see his tweet?
No, I don't do
Um,
Are you on Twitter?
No, the rest of the world was showing the tweet.
He is. He is.
I'm not,
He
but I'll
is on
find it
Twitter.
because this tweet was brutal.
Was it to Karen?
Look at that.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Local card
sexy.
shop just come up on my Twitter. We didn't do that. I have no idea how that got on
you know
Twitter.
you're on a podcast supposed
Oh,
to
yeah,
talking
Struth.
to these
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
not just on your phone.
Yeah, I know, but we're going to
Just
find Nick
saying.
Kyrgios
One of
because
those
this
guys.
is one of the most brutal things. Go.
So
keep
while
going
you're
on, Nick.
looking, I'll keep talking then. So NFL starts this week.
It does.
What do we think happens to cards when the sport starts for a new season? So let's say
I think
Tua,
Gained a lot of interest.
it's interest, but do values move?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So if Tua has a cracker this week, does his cards go up in value? Because they
I
all
believe
seem
so.
to, when they're not playing, to drop a little
It drops. Yeah.
His
So-
cards. His,
Does it a lot
his
with the
cards
NFL.
shot up in the off season.
bit. Tua's.
Yeah, based off Tariq going there.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And
yeah, true.
also, they've got a new coach who's seen as the
Next Belichick.
who's the bloke, the young guy?
Oh, the guy from the Rams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
wanna
like
say Sean, but
36.
it's not. Yeah, but he's another young guy like that, but he's
Okay.
really, really offensively skewed.
Oh, nice.
And they made like a post together or a short video of him getting on a private plane. He was on a private plane. He did the deal, and then he called Tua, and they made like a little clip out of it, and his prices went up like 30%.
Oh wow.
So it's really
Wow.
funny what makes the market.
That's something
move.
I think it's going to be really interesting this week, especially if any like players that didn't shine that much last year, but actually have an absolute cracker. What it does to their
Yeah, well,
cards.
even who was your boy, Zach Wilson? His prices,
back.
Yeah, his prices went up because there was rumors floating that he was going out with his mum's friend.
That's right.
And
That was
so
the rumours are a little bit more
America.
graphic.
Yeah,
than
yeah.
that.
So the prices went up, and then
Prices went up.
and then the world thought he did his ACL, so his
And
prices
then went back
dropped.
down. Yeah.
And then now
So where
he's
are we
playing.
now?
It's a whole lot of
I don't think.
prospecting, really.
I think he's playing, but Flacco's supposed to start.
The great Flacco will
Yeah.
be playing this week.
Yeah,
Flacco.
But I think that's big. I reckon that's a lot to do with the fact that they're playing the Ravens. So
Yeah,
there's a little
chance.
bit of
Joe Flacco, mate.
someone wanting to perform against his old team. But Zach will be back in week 2, apparently.
So you guys
Zach
any
will be
fantasy
back.
leagues? Do we do that?
I can't.
I got my
can't do
draft tonight.
I can't do
Can't
any of
get
that
into
stuff
it. You
because
cheat, though, yeah?
I do cheat 100%. Yeah.
thanks
What do you-
to 2%.
No, I play with 2%.
Doesn't he pick your team for
4
you?
weeks for Zach Wilson. He does. Don't play with him like that.
Yeah, well,
He's actually answering questions here. 4 weeks for Zach Wilson.
4 weeks.
yeah.
Is that him? That's
That's 2%.
That's 2%, yeah.
Yep.
So
Long
yeah,
man.
no, I wouldn't call it cheating.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
call it someone I pay to do a job assists me in one of the other things that I do.
yeah, it makes
cheap.
Yeah, there we go. So I'll
Whatever-
pay for it, so therefore it's not
whatever
cheating.
helps you sleep at night.
Fair enough. And then when are we going to announce what's happening in November, December, or we'll wait for a bit for that? 'Cause that's when everyone hates on us again, isn't it?
Shit, I wouldn't have a
everyone.
clue.
Yeah, what are we doing?
We're going away.
Oh, yeah.
Work trip.
Work trip.
Hang on. I'll be here, boys.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll be doing the podcast.
You'll
be
Live
yourself.
from Arundel.
By yourself.
yeah, the one man podcast.
Yeah.
Who are we going to
I
get to
can't
replace
wait.
us? David Foster.
I might. I'll get Preston
Wood
Campbell,
chopper. Yeah, do
Yeah.
that.
friend of the podcast. Mitch Robinson,
Friend of the
Darcy
podcast.
There
Wilmot.
we go.
You should get him.
Should get Nat Cook in.
Nat Cook should be here in
She'd
5
be up
seconds
for
flat.
that. Yeah.
She'd spike it and we'd just
So
smack
what
the ball down.
we could do, we could have like the new structure when we're away is it could be like the GM and friends.
yeah,
and you
I've
just
always
br-
wanted to do Robin Friends.
And you just bring in like all these celebrities. So you have to keep doing this though, like the whole
Well,
podcast.
the strange thing is, by the end of the podcast, they'll be doing that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's you guys will be going over to.
We're
the
going on
US of
a
A.
work trip to the US of A with Chris Anstey. 9 NBA games, 1 NFL game, and a hockey game.
Maybe-
one
maybe a
weekend,
hockey,
maybe a hockey
yeah.
game. We
Go to
start
the hockey,
We
that's
start in New York City.
crazy.
We have a little side trip to Boston. Then we go, Chris,
Back to New York.
Dallas.
back to New York.
Into Dallas.
Down to Dallas. We get to hang out with Dirk. And we go to Rucker Park in New York and we have a shoot around
Hell yeah.
with a 72-year-old bloke who used to play with Dr. J at Rucker Park. So that'll be pretty sick.
What's his
I
name?
haven't told you that yet.
No, you haven't.
Well,
Old
yeah.
mate. El Manigo.
I have
mate.
no idea about
That would be
any of them.
amazing if it was, but
It's some old digger.
What was that movie with Kyrie Irving?
Uncle.
Uncle
Uncle Drew.
Uncle Drew.
That's what it is.
Could be Uncle Drew.
Uncle Kyrie.
Could be Uncle Drew.
dressed up
But
in
yeah,
a
we
suit.
get 9 NBA games, which will be really awesome, and we'll be crossing live to. No, we won't. We'll send some pictures to
Yeah, no,
I'll be vlogging
Yeah, we'll be
everything.
to
thinking- I'll
Big
be
Rob
thinking
and
of you, Rob.
friends.
Yeah, we'll be there. I might have the Rob vlogs by then.
Yeah.
Rob
We'll do that.
vlogs.
That'll be the T-shirt next week.
Rob vlogs.
Just by the way, anyone here open the batting for Australia?
No.
Because it looks like Aaron Finch can't. So out for another
Is
duck
it?
today.
How long do they keep him?
I don't know. It's becoming a problem.
He's a good captain, though.
Yeah,
Great man manager.
and seems to be a
like
great
Cam
bloke.
Smith. Absolutely hate the bloke with a passion.
What are you talking about? Cam Smith's a champion.
Which one?
The rugby league player.
Yeah.
But, man with a passion, I hate that man. But he
Why?
is the best man manager on the ever.
Why
on
do
the
you hate
planet.
him?
He's a Queenslander.
That's right. Okay, that's what I thought it was.
That's the only
You
reason.
live here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hey, let's not get into that. But yeah, no. So Aaron Finch gone.
Gone.
So I should throw away my sign.
wonder if we
Speaking of
Speaking, I'll tell you what.
Speaking
Should
of
we invite him in
cricketers.
onto the camera? Come in here, Smokes. Come and grab Chris's headphones so you can hear us.
Don't bump the camera.
So we have a special guest. You like
It's
to
just
come
accidentally for him.
have to go
walking-
in between
this way.
those
You have to
two.
go in between those two.
Hey.
Come around.
So I have a number of personal collections, as everyone knows. I've got the great men of different sports, and one of those men I have a personal collection of. Just to wind him up, is this man? It's Adam Hollioake. Hello, Smokes. How are you, brother?
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey,
Good.
hey.
Your head's just in the picture there, but that's okay because we're live over
Get
there.
closer to
Yeah,
Chris.
that's
Just
it.
give Chris a cuddle, you know.
Like you do in his office.
So just recently, Chris had the pleasure of hanging out with Adam for a week in Birmingham, and go around the Oval and a few other bits down in London as well. And I think he's now starting to get an appreciation for card collecting.
Hey.
I am.
Well, he keeps bringing his son's Pokemon cards in.
Oh, does he? See if
see
they're
that.
worth anything.
Yeah.
I've got no idea what any of them work.
Is that what you do? You nick them off your kid, bring them in if they're worth something, and didn't see them.
Well, this is how it works. I actually thought I was doing a great job. Then I realised what happens is I pay all the money for the cards
Yeah.
for my kid to get them. Then I bring them in here. He sells them.
And he gets the money?
He gets the money back. So basically, I may as well just give him the cash.
That's
and just
capitalism at its finest.
Probably not a bad idea, mate. Probably not
Hey,
a bad
Just
um,
idea.
avoid the middleman.
Hey Adam, we've got a vacancy or a potential vacancy at the
We
top of
do.
the cricket order for Australia. Aaron
Yes.
Finch has made another duck today.
Did he?
What do you think? Like, is
How
it
long's
time?
he
How long's he
last?
got? As a former international one-day captain.
I don't know. I think your system is kind of set up to how do I say it? Like when your team's in a good way, like the Australian, obviously the T20 World Champions, you can carry people who aren't doing very well.
Yeah.
And you can. I mean, if you look at the England side in the 90s, we were horrible. So therefore, if we had one bad Test match, you were out. That's probably why I got a game. But you look at that same Australian side in the 90s, you could have so many failures. They said it was harder to get out of the team than it was. Well, once you're in it, it was harder to get out of it than
Is that because you're still winning?
you're still winning. And people, I know.
Is he a
obviously-
good leader?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard much about his leadership skills. He's a very good man, very good
Yeah.
human being. So I presume that usually goes with being a good leader. But he's obviously well respected in the game. So I would think it's quite an unbelievable run of bad form. I mean, there's when you start seeing it just on the normal, not even cricket posts, someone's really struggling. I remember like back in the day, back in our day, Brett, it would have been, remember the Greg Chappell?
Oh, yeah.
Remember Mark Taylor as well. Remember he went through one horrid...
Chappelli had like something like 12 ducks in a row or something, wasn't it? Some ridiculous...
I think it was 7. But for him, he was such an amazing player. And actually, the Mark Taylor one that you're referring to, I think I helped him get him out of that
well
run.
done.
So there was 97. I think
well, you threw him some lollies so he could knock him over the fence?
No, just bold shit.
You just being a nice bloke.
No, I was just shit. He got 100 against us in Edgbaston off a horrendous run of form. Got 100 against us at Edgbaston in 97 Ashes. I think that was his way out of it.
Mark Waugh had a bad run once, and they were calling him Olympic because he had enough
Audi.
ducks to make the Olympic
Nah,
rings.
he only got the Audi.
Did he? Oh, he was going for the...
He was going for the
Four
Olympic.
ducks. He was
That's
the,
right. He was the Audi.
Yeah,
That's
he was
right.
the Audi. Yeah, actually, it's amazing because I coach a couple of the young Queensland players, and one of the kids the other day, he...
So that's if you name drop. That's
Oh, is it? Okay, we better keep your finger hovering over that. A young kid called Hugo Burden, who I coach, he...
Think of the one. It's not real yet.
He messaged me and he was like, "Oh, I just got 2 golden ducks in a row," and I don't think I really gave him much relief. And I just started laughing. I said, "Mate, you don't even qualify until you've had 3 or 4 in a row, mate." So that's.
So when back in your day, sounds like we're really old. We are old, actually.
We are.
Black
What?
and white.
Happy birthday for last week. Too,
Yeah,
or
happy
this week.
birthday, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Did many people collect cards and stuff back then? Because I love your story about if you've got an Adam Hollioake sign card, you hit it here first. That if it says Adam Hollioake on it, yeah, he actually really meant it and taking his time. If it's a Hollioake, he was in a rush. If it's a Hol, then he was didn't really
didn't like
give a
you.
He was actually describing you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Was
It's-
many people into cards and stuff back then?
Mate, I don't think we even realised it was a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's me. That I have been accused of being vacant before, so I wasn't aware it was a thing until I came and worked with you guys. So,
Oh, okay.
and then you said, "Is there a card about you?" I'm like, "I don't know." And then when you started showing to me, I'm like, "Oh, I remember
And
signing."
then we started collecting, and we've got about
Well,
4,000.
There is a
of them.
card of you half asleep.
No, it's his Asian picture.
He looks like you're...
That's the one that I'm trying to give my seductive look. The smoky, smoky eyes. That's my.
That's where the nickname comes from.
Smoky
Smoky.
We need an inscripted card.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed
eyes.
that you guys did actually single-handedly drive the price of Adam. Because if anyone really wants to get a tip, do you give tips on?
Yeah.
Big tip.
Well, the tip, go and buy an Adam Hollioake card.
Yeah, it's going up in value.
They were. What were they? Were they $1.30 when?
Yeah.
I think they're up to the.
$3.10 or something.
$4 or
something
something.
Isn't that funny? Because when we were with Took Miller the other day, and you're sitting there going, "Oh, my card's worth $3 or something," and then
He
he
offered
comes
me,
out
didn't
and
he?
goes, $8 for mine. Oh, fuck you then.
Alfred just in the first comment I'd ever said, it was got Alfred.
That's funny.
Imagine if he wins a Brownlow, then
Oh, mate,
Then it'll be
$8 will get him
$9.
out. No, at least 8.
we'll call him
Because I'll
a
buy one.
whole $8.
Oh, $8. Yeah, love it.
But
Love it.
I think my card's actually moving up faster. Like
Oh, percentage wise.
Yeah.
because it went from $1.30.
But that was Chris's fault.
Chris bought 3, and then Rob bought.
I bought one.
And
That was all off the
I
same
had
digger,
2.
wasn't it?
Yeah, and the guy's he's probably had those cards for 30 years and not sold one. I thought, hang on, what's going on here?
Something's happened on the Gold Coast.
Maybe Hollioake was involved in that Me Too incident.
Wow.
The only man who puts himself in that
So
incident.
I feel really, really pleased for MJ Collection that just joined us, GC Card Shark and Lucas Taylor, because they've just walked in at that moment.
Oh, well, there
Love
you go.
that. So we've got Adam Hollioake with us. He was just coming to kick us out of the studio, so we brought him in. You can ask him whatever you like. Actually, please don't. It could,
I'll answer it.
It could be really interesting. But like even some of the old boys, like Alex Stewart and all those sort
Yeah.
of guys, because there is a card market for this stuff in the UK. It's actually quite big. Do they realise?
I don't think so. I mean,
That's
you've got to
funny, isn't it?
understand, like back in, I don't think it's because the game wasn't as.
What were you, like mid-90s or early 90s to late early
Well,
2000s?
I turned
yeah?
pro in '89, but I guess I didn't really start playing regular first-class cricket to '92, '93. I made my England debut in '96. So, and it was still small money. It wasn't just wasn't commercialized. Like
Yeah.
any people would come up with 50 things and you just sign them. You didn't have an appreciation for
What the value of that could
value.
be.
You just did it because we were just good blokes.
You're thinking, who's this weird bastard with 50 photos of me?
And we just didn't really, you just didn't think anything else. I mean, I remember the old pros saying to me, mate, just sign it because one day no one will want your signature. So I think it was kind of a...
So in 97,
Bit of an honour.
yeah.
when they stopped asking for autos.
Yeah.
Do you have any boxing or MMA cards?
I wouldn't know. I mean, I didn't really realise that
That's
was
a good
cricket
point.
one. They should surely they could do a card with all the three
All
sports.
the sports.
I mean, that'd be unique.
The triple
wouldn't
sig.
I
You sign
know,
it 3
I know
times.
someone. We could have a look at that, actually. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
that'd be cool.
You could have a triple sig. You'd have the Adam Hollioake, the A Hollioake,
And the
A
A-hole.
A-hole.
it? Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, actually going back to that, because that wasn't just as simple whether I liked you or not. I mean, I think when you someone comes up
That's what he
and
told me
asks,
when he wrote a-hole. It was like, Jesus.
when someone comes up to you and asks you to sign their arm, and you know that's just getting washed off, you're not going to take time. But if someone comes up and has a really nice print of you, something, I'll actually write Adam Hollioake, and then I sometimes put a 587, which is my test cap number. So you make it a bit special. So
You ever signed a boob?
I have.
I knew you were going to ask that. I just knew it.
It was Chris's.
When you're over in Birmingham.
That's his new tattoo.
No, well, that's what Liam reckons. he's
Yeah,
done.
I know. That's
Liam
scary.
weirdly
2%.
He asked me to sign his
Yeah,
buttock. So he said,
Definitely
my
sign
bum.
that
I said,
one.
what, the cheek or the hole? So he's like,
A-hole.
A-hole, that's it.
So, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was more depending on if I liked the item that was there. I'd sign it better if it was.
Depends on
a
so
big
the boob
print.
took an hour and a half to
The
sign.
boob took me ages.
The
The boob. If it was exactly Adam Hollioake 587, like best of wishes, and may
Nice to
God
meet you.
lead you in the right way. And like,
Former England
the
captain.
yeah.
God save the
Once
Queen.
produced an Australian TV series, all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
Well, thanks, mate. Thanks for
No
sticking your head
worries.
in. We really appreciate it.
Were you coming to tell us to get out, or were you just wandering
it
past?
was
I was
where
just
everyone
I was
went.
just wandering past.
Literally,
I heard
the
a lot
light
of
was on.
laughter coming out, and
Yeah.
just thought I'd pop in and.
It was Chris cracking his jokes from yesterday. We're not allowed to say them on this
We're not.
podcast. I've been barred.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
I've been barred.
Liam's been barred from jokes today too.
Oh,
Has he
man.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Saw one of Liam's jokes online on
Does he steal them?
off that we got the chocolates.
oh,
They
okay.
used one of Liam's jokes.
Did they or did he
Liam.
steal
So
theirs?
has he been banned because they're so bad or because they're X-rated?
Yeah,
Both.
Both.
Mostly because they're bad.
Yeah.
No, they're funny as.
I'm just
My
being
wife
just
nearly wet her
one
pants
expert.
last night when I told her the IT one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Let's
actually
not
got a
go
bad joke that I
Go
tell
on
all
then.
the time.
Tell us.
So I went to this. I don't tell it as a joke. I try and.
Just tell us
Tell
the
us the
story.
Well,
Adam.
the story is like I went to
Uncle Adam's story.
so people don't know. I'll go, oh man, I went to this zoo the other day, and people are like, oh really? They think I'm, I try and lure them in to think it's actually like a genuine, heartfelt story. I went to this zoo the other. It was terrible. I was like, yeah, I went around there. There's like all they only had in there was dogs. Yeah, it was a shit zoo.
See you, Adam. Thanks very much. It's been a pleasure.
It is old, but I love it.
Oh, that's
Well,
great.
there you go. On that note, that,
I think
um,
I
Does
think it's
anyone
about,
have anything better than that?
no.
no,
I'll leave
I
it
think
at
it's a
that.
great
That
way
was
to
great.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, great way to leave.
Brilliant.
Anyway, how are you leaving us, Chris?
Protect your cards.
Oh, that hurt.
Nicked it.
I know. Now I want to say.
Well, because you never go with me first.
So I went with you
I want to
first.
go with this one. Culture.
Love it. Love it. Protect your cards. I'm in that.
You can't copy that.
What about go platinum?
Is that your voice on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Grey beard.
Grow your
beard.
beard.
There you go. I got to grow mine back. So
Yeah.
Well, okay. Everyone, thanks so much
But
for your
protect
time. We
your
really
cards.
Thanks,
appreciate
Adam
you all.
Hollioake.
Thanks to Ruby Pagram, the the
Wigan
netball
tack.
champion of Tuesday nights.
Triple best
at
and
Arundel.
fairest.
Yep.
Love it. We'll give
And,
it a try.
Shout out to John from JCS.
JCS.
Massive
exactly.
thanks. Thanks, John, for joining us today, and Connie for letting him. And yeah, really congratulations on being our first partner of the month, submission partner of the
And
month.
slide into Rob's DMs if anyone wants a hat because they'll be very
Yeah, no,
limited.
we will get them out for the submission partners. They
Yep.
won't have to slide into anything.
Yeah. But if
But I
any of
would
the-
anyway.
Any of the punters,
Hey,
And if they want
How you
to
doing?
select a style, unlucky, they're already printed.
that's true.
Thanks, guys
Yep.
and girls.
See ya.
Peace out.
Go platinum.
Ruby Paygram.
Love you.
Go platinum.